Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ellison, and the time to tackle the dreaded water temple has finally arrived. Here in Ocarina of Time 3D. This remake has thankfully made some pretty clever redesign choices that improve the mechanics and general flow of this dungeon so that it's not nearly as confusing as it was for folks up to 25 years ago. As you can see, we now have colored illuminated hallways of relative importance with clear signage indicating where we can adjust the level of the water throughout the temple. And while this change might seem insignificant for some people, I'm sure it's incredibly helpful. Plus, being able to switch the iron boots on and off at your every whim and fancy makes this one of the better quality of life improvements this game made, in my opinion, especially when confronted with royalty. 7 years and not a single word or whisper in your direction, and yet in all of the temples of all of the lands, and she finds us here, Princess of the Zoras and our fiancé, the betrothed Rudo. Understandably, she harbors a massive grudge against us for allegedly ghosting her for all of these years, but can you really blame a child for being abducted against their will for 7 years? I'm sorry, alright, but I don't think that makes me a terrible person. Well, now is not the time to talk about love, because we've already seen it. Zora's domain has totally frozen over. Luckily, a young man named Sheik saved her from being trapped under ice, but the king and the others are not quite as fortunate. And of course, we've got to go and save them all. And apparently, this is going to be a demand from our potential love interest and future wife. Yeah, we have to help her destroy the evil monster in the temple. Will do. On a completely unrelated note, there are 3 places we can change the water level. And ironically, the one that she's leading us to right now drains the temple of all water. So she will very slowly and daintily swim up to the surface, and hopefully she won't disappear for 7 years. But I love how this cutscene forces Link to be grounded even without the iron boots. And I don't know, maybe just the power of boners just destroys all semblance of buoyancy. But we've got ourselves an incredibly cracked rock there, and not much we can do about it. Also, surprise, surprise, Rudo is nowhere to be found. So let's go and investigate this room where we can immediately be ambushed by a new type of enemy. These are spikes, and they're a little annoying, but if you let them to their own devices, they will usually retract their spikes so that we can take care of them and not even have to worry. Thank you. Oh, we only got the quarter turn, but at least we're on top of the chest. That's fine. Luckily for us, even though we just started our adventure here in the Water Temple, the game gave us a kindness and offers the dungeon map right off the bat. And for as overwhelming as this area can seem, a lot of it really is just dead ends and places that you can only access when the water is in very specific levels. So it's not really that hard to find your way and get your bearings straight. Anyways, let's play our favorite copyrighted lullaby so that we can drain this place of all of its liquids. Fantastic. And in doing this, it's going to make a whole lot of rooms available for us, so we can go and drop on down and hopefully not worry about taking fall damage. And sadly, you actually can't do anything about that second level just yet. That little hole is just a little too far to be able to make that jump, so instead, we're going to deal with this incredible torch that has lit itself just spontaneously so that we can light these other torches. Make our way into this room, where we can be introduced to yet another new type of enemy, the Shell Blades. These guys are a little annoying, but when they open their mouth, you can just go ahead and hook them, and then that's all there is to it. Thank you. Make a small little chest up here, and we can go and snag ourselves our first of several small keys. These are going to be obviously very important, and I think we need to pick up all of them in order to beat this area. But that just shuts behind us, which is fantastic. But let's go and see what's different out here, shall we? So long as we just explore every area before moving on, make some mental notes, we should be fine. You'll also notice a couple of these weird rust-colored platforms. These are buoyant and, oh, Tektites. Great. I forgot that they kind of fall from above, but they have a ton of iframes, so we'll just go and take them out. But yeah, these will float with the level of the water, so sometimes certain rooms won't be available even if we're able to dive down with the iron boots. It's kind of a bummer, but that's all right. So let's destroy this and see what is down here in our first little cubby. So shell blades are a little more formidable in the water, but still not that scary. So, whoops. All right, fat finger hitting the item button, which is right next to the iron boot button, but is still more receptive than the bomb button. And we're in this room. Oh. So what we should probably do is raise the water, which will then raise that statue. Can I? No, I can't do anything about that. Actually, I want to see something real quick. If we come over here, we have more Tektites with incredible iframes. Here, fine. I will take care of you. Thank you. And there's another crystal here. The only reason we needed to come here was for the golden sculptura and that incredible close-up. But if we had tried to grab this while the Tektites were still alive, they would still be in motion, and they would try to attack us through this animation. Look, this incredibly erect hero again. It's amazing. Meanwhile, whoa, bombs and arrows. Jesus. This place is loaded. Why would you ever visit a business scrub ever again? I mean, I guess you're supporting small businesses, but God, when they're selling you 10 arrows for 50 rupees in this economy with those tariffs, Jesus Christ, man, you might as well just come to the water temple and loot it all. This place is loaded. That would have filled up my bomb bag and my quiver. Jeez, man. So we'll head in there in a minute, but one of these isn't something we can't do right now, so we'll go and push you all the way in. Probably find ourselves another key and see what happens. Did another Tektite just try to commit suicide from the top of the temple? Always dropping down. But let's go down here. Oh yeah, this is probably necessary. Is this the mini toilet room? Oh, please tell me it is. 'Cause, well, we're close to it. There is indeed a blue Tektite waiting over there, seemingly blissfully unaware of the terrors that await it. There we go. So there's like a little water spout that we can activate, and this is going to be a handy little way of getting across. So let's go and hop on over and not miss the jump on account of this wobbly analog stick that I still have on this 3DS. And we're in here. This is kind of an interesting little room. We'll be coming back out from up there, but if we head down, there is just a very slight current that will only affect you if you're not wearing the iron boots. Inside of the mouth of this incredible dragon statue, there is a crystal, and when we hit it, it'll open this incredible gate. So what we need to do is get over there before time runs out, but we could also just go like this and avoid those damn blade shells. Grab ourselves another item here, which is another key, and then we have to do it again. This kind of scares me because I would probably just need to kill them, but let's try it. Let's see if I can hope that my touch screen works for 5 seconds. So do this, and then there we go. Got exactly what we needed, and I didn't unplug the 3DS. So we'll just go in a circle here, and then we're safe. Very nice. So overall, I mean, I really don't know what issue people tend to have with this, because it seems fairly self-evident what we need to do, and exploration, I don't know. I just find that following a guide to finish this temple is actually a lot harder than just playing through it organically. So everything that I've learned about this area is just from having played it, and it's just more confusing if you're trying to follow along. So we've got more spikes over here, and we could just use our hook shot to get them to retract, or they could do it themselves. Why not? So we can't go in here until we get the dungeon item. I don't know what that symbol is supposed to mean. Maybe this is where we get the boss key? Well, let's go this way. Guess there's still a little water in here. But if we go all the way around, this is easy to remember as the Rudo room. Oh, and there's the Tektite. Come for some vengeance, I see. And we can start working on raising the water level just a little more. This is kind of a scary hookshot spot because we're going at an angle, but we're fine. Let's go ahead and play it one more time. And this is going to raise it to its second level, leaving some pretty good stuff intact for us. But the most important part about this is this incredible cutscene showing us that under this buoyant platform, there is an incredible little secret for us. So let's not fall into the spikes and instead drop down just a little further. Oh, yeah. I kind of love the V-Bays of this place. You might notice just like the water effects. They look so good. Oh my goodness, I'll have to show more of this later, but this is probably the most depressing room in the entire game. We have a little cubby filled with a bunch of enemies that have lost the will to live, and the only way to proceed forward is by setting them free and murdering them all. 5 spikes and 2 shell blades, and this one actually had 1 semblance of life left, but oh my god. Are they gonna come back to life? Because they just kind of look like they're going to stay stoned for a little bit, but that one sprung to action. And this guy, he doesn't seem to care. Open up, Buttercup. There you go, thank you. It's just like, why were they in there? And why did I need to kill them all? There's nothing else. It's just like a little prison. Were those like inmate spikes or something? I don't know, man. But it doesn't feel right. We find ourselves in here. Oh, this is going to get us another key. I see. All right. Well, I guess that was necessary. The requirement for beating the game is genocide of all endangered species inside of the water temple. And this one, I think we actually do need to go and hookshot our way out of, which you don't have to do too much, or maybe not. I thought this was the one. No, okay, never mind. Sometimes you do have to, you can't hookshot while you're floating or otherwise ungrounded, but I'm sure that'll come up at some point. And we're back in here. So one of the things about this particular room is when we leave, we're not going to be able to come back in, which might not necessarily be the worst thing in the world, but it does take us back out here. And let me go and take a look. Where do we want to go first? Over here, maybe? Let's try it. Uh-oh. Is a Tektite gonna fall on my head? I really hope not. If we head in here, where does this take us? Oh! Spikes on the floor and ceiling. That's always promising. Oh, this room. This is promising. Well, we have more of these spouts, and essentially what we need to do is just hit this very short fused switch over here. And of course, this cutscene showing us what's happening is going to take the longest. So we'll go and take it. We are a solid, what, 13, 14 minutes in? And we've got ourselves the compass. Very nice. This is definitely going to help with a little bit of our directionality, but let's see. If I fall carefully, we can jump and not fall into the spikes. Thank you. Oh, and you know what? Before I forget, because I think we're about ready to head to the next little part here, let's go back under and return to Rudo's room before we get murdered by spikes that we almost jumped on. It's annoying how every time we come back to this room, we get accosted by everyone all over again. They literally respawn after we leave. But only when the water is at this level can we return back to this spot and blow this joint open. I'm pretty sure this is a small key, and I remember one of my friends who got stuck on this dungeon didn't think to look here, and I was just thinking to myself, like, man, how do you get through your day-to-day life and not think to go through the obvious hole in the wall? There's a surprising amount of broken walls in this place, so I don't know. Maybe we should invest a little bit into the stability of this sacred temple? I don't know, but I think we're finished here. Let's try and head to the utmost top layer and see if we can do it without getting bullied by jerks. Yeah, that sounds good to me. The only way we can enter through here is via this level, and I think that's basically it. That'll take us to the boss. Yeah, oh, there's that insignia above it. Yeah, so that room downstairs, that definitely will have the boss key then. I'm just gonna say that now and proud for all to hear. Oh, this room. Okay, so before you go up, there's a Tektite up there, and he will bully you. He actually knocked me down into this floor again, which was very annoying. And if you want to come on down, he's literally just waiting right at the very top. There you go. Oh my god. Jesus, man. All right, please don't murder me. Thank you. And you're done. Oh, it's terrifying because you're like, okay, this is pretty easy. We know this little trick. We hit the crystal, we're on the spout, everything is a-okay, and then you hear like the little ruffling of the legs, and then you see him here, and he's doing his little dance. He's break dancing all over the floor. He knocks you off in between the water and the hole, and it's frustrating, man. So here we can go ahead and set things to the highest level, which is exactly how it was when we entered the temple. But it's actually going to be worth it. And one thing that we can actually do here, after raising everything to the top, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that Tektite posing. Oh man, he's so imposing too, if I can say that much. Jesus, okay. Why is my arm so like, oh geez. It's like so shaky. That was weird. This is a fantastic place to utilize, to the best of your intentions, Farore's Wind. By the time we need to come back up here to raise the water to the top again, we're going to be pretty far away, so I would definitely recommend doing this. I also love when Navi does like the high-pitched haze. Alright, so did you have to say something, or were you just wanting some friendly conversation? Because either way, I mean, we're good, right? So from here, let me go ahead and just look around. This is where we spawned. Oh, great. And you again. All right. Iframes be damned. We're not going to be able to do this just yet, or should we? I know there's a place where we eventually need to move like a block of some kind, but maybe we'll wait to do that. Yeah, let's go ahead over here and do the sensible thing. Head into this door, which we do have the key for. And you'll notice actually with these targets in the remake, they added like a little half hook or like a ring around it. And I don't know, it just feels a little distracting. I like the way that they were before, where they didn't have like that low polygon, like nose ring to these things. You know how a bull will have the ring in its nose? Not a huge fan. But I'm also less of a fan of keys, so thanks for that. And this is a fun room. Should we decide we want to fall to our death, by all means try to avoid that. But there is something we can grab here. This gold shell is just barely out of reach, but you can reach it now, grab it, and not have to worry about it later. I'm also gonna be careful about this because we have this platform that we're gonna have to really work with. Is this worth? Come on. Thank you. And we just work our way up, so fairly self-explanatory, I would say. Just a little bit more, and we should be set. The editing for this is going to be a pain in the ass, I can already tell. I also hope I have enough keys for this. Uh-oh. Oh, and this room. Lovely. Let's get rid of all of the Tektites while we can. Otherwise, this is just going to be a pain. What do you... Oh, he did not give a good goddamn. Thank you. So we have an incredible switch here in the middle of the room, and this is going to raise the water level while also raising these incredible dragon statues, which we can use to make our way across and hopefully call it good. If you want, you can actually reach on over to this side and you can jump on over here. You just have to like time it right and not have the camera screw you over. Just wanted to try to save a step or two, but sometimes it does like get caught in the wall, which makes that section a little annoying. So let me try one more time. Let's do a be kind rewind on this little section right here. So yeah, it doesn't help that this analog stick kind of sucks, but yeah, you know what I'm trying to do. You're supposed to jump and then I did this perfectly on my practice file. Now I can't do it. I am doing all of this on my 2DS XL, which is excellent, but man, oh man. So I guess I'll do the shameful hop over this damn thing, because if you just tried to hookshot onto that, you would just fall back in the water, but I swear you can jump over that, and it's good. We'll do this one more time, and then we will go and make our way clear over here. Then we do it again, so that we can get on top of the dragon, and there we go. We can also go ahead and do this. So from here, I would definitely recommend swapping out to a slightly better weapon. Let's do that now. It's time to give the Bigoron sword some time in the sun. Thank you. Because we've got ourselves a freaking like here, and I almost feel like it can suck us in over the spikes. So we could hookshot over there, or we could just give it the old spin attack. You could also use it to hookshot over, but that's not nearly as cool, is it? Oh, we've got magic here, and of course, everybody's favorite mini-boss, or at least one you've heard about nonstop for your entire life. This is the Room of Illusions, and there's not a whole lot of business to stand on around here, but if you happen to have a lot of magic and you're feeling a little spicy and you want to use Din's Fire for this upcoming fight, then by all means, flame on. But we're doing it the old-fashioned way, and the door is barred. We don't know what secret Navi could possibly be talking about, but one of my favorite little touches about this area is the fact that obviously we have a reflection in these waters, but the second you touch the small island in the middle of the room, it mysteriously disappears, and it's nowhere to be found. And no matter what we do, we simply cannot find it. Link has officially turned into the vampire we sought to destroy, but at what cost? We also can't escape. And Navi is apparently gonna keep harassing us. What do you want? Okay, thank you. But ironically, after a brief moment of reflection, our friend Dark Link will appear. He will mirror your every movements, and he also has the same amount of health as you. So coming here earlier than later with fewer hearts is probably a faster way of taking him out. But he does have some really unusual quirks about him, and for some reason, this is simply not going well for me. I found that sort of leading him off camera is a better way of trying to get an easy hit off on him, but some people would recommend, you know, trying to get him with your hook shot so he does like a epic sideways maneuver, and then, you know, following it up with the Megaton Hammer or Din's Fire. Personally, I just prefer to thwack him with the Bigoron sword and then be done with it, so usually if you can just like walk away, just barely get out of range, he won't be able to do much about it. There we go. I just had to take off the training wheels apparently, and beautiful. I do love the old spinneroo, but yeah, some Room of Illusions this turned out to be. As it turns out though, Dark Link was harboring a dark secret, and this is among one of the best items in the game. If you couldn't have guessed by now, it is of course an upgrade to the hook shot. We found the long shot, and it extends twice as far, which is so good. But for now, we can't really do much about it, so let's play the Song of Time, and probably switch to the Master Sword, I would think. I do like to play pretty gutsy, like I enjoy having a glass cannon effect, but yeah, maybe not here, not in this dungeon. So we'll drop down, and I did not need my iron boots for that, but apparently there are vortexes that might swallow us here, and it makes me a little nervous, because I freaking hate these things. I always get sucked into one of them. Hold on. Was it over here? So long as we don't go anywhere near it, we should be fine. Oh my god. Or we could just slide. Jesus. What is happening? Do you see this? Is there like a slope there? That's scary. I'm going here. Well, there's a Skulltula that we can grab. And I'm going to go and do that right now. Go and snag you up. Thank you. And from here, yeah, maybe this is the one that I should just like be careful for. Oh yeah. So there's a platform and an eye switch. Good thing it's not an eyesore. Can we go swim over here? Man, this game is exhausting. Thank you for the arrows. And is that a fairy? Might have been. But we have a platform here that we should probably, oh my god, not falter next to. So let's go and open this. Great. And then hookshot to it. They're nice enough to just face us in that direction anyways. So it works for us. But we have another small key. And from here, this is going to take us all the way back to the toilet room. Well, minor toilet. It's like something you would find in an airplane or something. But is there really much? Should we end things off here? I just feel like we should. How's it going, friend? It's good to see you and murder you again. But we're actually not too far from the end. And there's another, I feel like there's a room I'm forgetting. The one where you have to hookshot your way out. And it's not this one, right? No, it is this one. Okay. Or no, because it's full. It's level 3 now. All right, well, I'm just all sorts lost, you know? So at this point, I think we maybe should go back to the very bottom. Because there's a Skulltula in here that we need to grab. And this Tektite that apparently has a warrant out on my arrest. All right, listen, leave me alone, please. I'd really appreciate it if you could, oh. What is Link's aim? It's like somewhat delayed, but it's okay. We're not gonna place all blame on him. So we already went down there, right? I think we did. But let me go in this direction for just 2 seconds. This is not new. Oh, great. I'm already going to get lost at the end of this. No, it's this one. Okay, so from here, we want to push this, right? No, we pull it. And then we come in from a different area and push it. Like, I think from the right. Right? Yeah, locks into place there to let us know that's okay. So we'll have to eventually end up coming at it from another direction. This works for me. This pleases me. I just don't think the water needs to be at that level. Oh, and great, you spawned back. How's it feel, friend? All right, sure, why not? Oh, decided to move along now, did we? Okay, I just love the extended range on this thing. It is so good. So, hold on. I think we should maybe just put the water back down to 0. These Tektites, man, they're just everywhere. We went in there, have no need for that. We can't even go in there. So yeah, I think next time we're gonna drain the place and finish off everything we can do and make our way back up with the long shot because we still need the big boss key and it's at the very bottom. If anything changes, I'll be sure to let you know. But thank you all so much for watching and joining me here. This went by very fast, so that worries me because we have a little bit left to go. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you here next time. God, freaking love the long